Greetings, fellow bridge lovers, and welcome back to the Bridging with Kai YouTube channel. Today, for you, I think I have one of the craziest things I have ever seen in, like, bridge, period. I think it's a double trump squeeze. Like, you've heard of double squeezes, you've heard of trump squeezes, but have you heard of a double trump squeeze before? This is literally crazy, okay? And to be fair, I've done a double squeeze before in my life. Trump squeeze, on the other hand, I don't think I've consciously ever done a trump squeeze before in my life. And then on top of it, you just combine the two together where it's a double trump squeeze. This might not be the proper terminology, y'all, but like it really felt like it when I saw this happening. Granted, I will have to give you a little bit of a warning here. It did not happen on the actual hand, but the double dummy line finds it, and it is insane, and I had to share it with y'all. And the context for this hand is I was watching the European Transnational Championships on a live stream with the WilderBridger, who is another YouTube content creator and Instagram and TikTok. Link to his YouTube channel will be in the description. It was great being on a live stream with him. Had to shout that out. Plus, this was just an insane hand from the round of 8, and they made it to the this slam makes. But, like, should you really be there? And on this double trump squeeze, it makes 7. Okay, like, just madness. Just madness, y'all. So, let's get into this hand because I can't leave you waiting any longer. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you do enjoy the video. Let's get into this double trump squeeze, shall we? All right, so here we are. This is your hand. And the way that this tournament was held is you do bidding on tablets, but you do the play with cards. So the view graph operator struggles to see the bidding, and we weren't getting any alerts, so we kind of had to assume what was going on. So this auction may or may not make sense. So on this hand, you hold a balanced-ish 20 count, so you start with 2 clubs. Now, I'm not sure about system. Don't ask me because I do not know. I would not be opening 2 clubs with this hand, but people have different systems. It goes 2 diamonds, pass 2 no trump, pass 3 clubs, pass 3 diamonds. I'm assuming that this is some sort of like puppet-ish stamen, and we're showing a balanced hand with, like, let's say, I don't know, 22 or something. Not completely sure. I must be honest here. High card points. We do a puppet stamen. We say that we have a 4-card major. We may or may not have a 4-card major. And just out of nowhere, partner blasts 6 clubs. So you end up in 6 clubs, and you're the one playing it, even though you opened 2 clubs. We got 2 artificial club bids, and out of nowhere, partner bids 6 clubs. We got the 10 of diamonds opening lead, and this is your dummy, and you're like, what? Why am I here? Like, you got 2 heart losers, you got a spade loser, and you've got a diamond loser. We got a lot of loser here. You have to guess what's going on in the heart suit. The diamond finesse must be on side, and you have to get rid of the spade loser somehow, whether it be pitching it on diamonds or roughing it or whatever. And roughing it feels a little bit uncomfortable because you don't want to shorten your trump. Like, the only thing that this hand has going for it is you've got the ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 9 of clubs. Like, you have good quality trump, okay? So let's go over how this hand was played. You are very happy that you get the 10 of diamonds lead because this finesse can probably be solved for you. This very much feels like a singleton or a doubleton, right? Or I guess it could be from 10, 9, but it's very unlikely that they would be leading away from the king of diamonds in a slam contract. Like, sure, maybe somebody who's gutsy would do against king 3rd, but in that case, you don't really care because you're doomed anyway if it's king 3rd. So we just play around to the jack, and the plan for Declare here was they wanted to get rid of their spade loser real quick, so they played the king of spades and another spade to the ace, and then a spade 10, and we're going to rough it with the ace because what we want to do next is we want to draw trump. We play the queen of clubs, and we overtake with the king, and we draw the rest of the trump and start making our pitches. Now, this is where things get a little bit difficult because now you've got some guessing to do, and you don't really have the entries to be doing much, as it turns out. So what Declare did is they went for this diamond finesse because it felt like it was onside, right? This is very easy. if the diamond finesse is just onside and the West had led from like 10-9 doubleton or 10 doubleton anything. But of course, when you finesse the queen, sure, it works, right? But East still has king and another diamond left for you. So you have to play the ace, and you can't use the 7 to throw away a heart loser. You've got to rough it. And now you're in this horrible position where you have to guess what's going on. Granted, the opponents have been forced to pitch all of their spades, so all that is left is hearts at this point, and they've had to pitch all their diamonds. So you can get this guess right as long as the ace queen is not offside. And of course, you get it wrong. Big sad. So that's how the play went here. 6 clubs went down 1. Declare had to jump through a million hoops here to even get to down 1 in the first place. You had to rough the spade. You had to get the diamond finesse. Granted, you did get a very friendly lead. But that's how the play went at the table. Let's go back and let's find this double dummy line. Because, y'all, this is insane. All right? So, went through the auction again. 10 of diamonds lead, and as we know, the 10 of diamonds is singleton. Declare can't really assume that, because easily could have 10-9, could easily have 10 doubleton. It could be very, like, one thing you could have done at some point was, like, after drawing all the trump, the problem is you don't really have an entry either way, is you could have attempted to finesse around to the 7, but as you might notice, this doesn't do much because you're still in that same position. They've got king and another. You still did the finesse. It was just a little bit more risky. And if you knew that East had the 9, you could do something like this. But at the same time, this can be counteracted. Like if you were to instead play the 8, they can cover with the 9. And then you're just back in that same position again where you just have to play ace of diamonds, another diamond, and guess the hearts. So, like, sure, maybe you notice that, hey, you could finesse the 10 of diamonds, but it really doesn't do much for you here, unfortunately. So I think that's one other point. I'm not necessarily sure if you should get this heart guess right. I think it's just a pure guess. There isn't really much to it. So yeah, I don't know what to say. They just unfortunately did guess wrong. Sorry, bridge lovers, I do have a little interruption here that I must talk about. There is the Spark auction that is going on right now up until July 13th for an event that is happening on July 21st that I have to tell you about. This is an auction that provides donations for the ACBL Education Foundation, which provides funding for subsidies for youth players to go to international tournaments, as well as helping fund bridge education programs in hopes of trying to get more youth players into the game. This is a great way to learn, play with a pro, and also donate to Youth Bridge and helping grow the game. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so here we are on the auction site. There are 2 options in terms of games that you can play. There is the special event that is happening on the 21st where you can donate to play with a pro who has donated their time to be offered up on this auction. We've got players like Zach Grossack, we've got Bob Hammond, we've got David Berkowitz, Larry Cohen, Michael Rosenberg, Adam Kaplan, and a bunch of other junior players, including myself. I am on page 2. So if you want to come and play with me on July 21st, this is a big event where yourself and the pro, we're going to be playing on WilderBridger. So you're going to be able to chat and have fun and play bridge. It's not competitive. It's just a place for people who love bridge to come and spend time together, have fun, play some bridge, and also work together on a cause. If you still want to donate money, but you don't necessarily want to play with a pro, you can also enter in these events. There are limited tickets to get into the different flights of event. The A flight is like the top 20 bid on people. You can donate $500 to play in that, as well as in the lower one, which is pretty much everyone else who gets bid on for that particular event. You can donate $100 to play with your partner of choice in that event as well. And if you don't want to play, but you still want to donate, there are kibitzing passes for $10 to watch this really fun live stream with fun commentators. They're going to be going around the top flight games and watching all of the pros and clients and all the fun interactions that happen there. But if you are not available on July 21st to play, don't worry, there are plenty of other options to donate. You can decide to donate to play with a pro at a time that works for you and that pro. There's options like Mitch Dunitz, you've got Rob Barrington, you've got Sandra Rimstead, you've got Robert Todd, you've got plenty of junior players, and the list goes on and on. We've got 176 pros who have donated their time either for the 21st and or for a special game. You got Debbie Rosenberg, Donna Lombardini, Gavin Wolpert. So if you are interested in supporting Youth Bridge, this is a great opportunity. The link to this auction is in the description. And once again, all of the proceeds go completely to promoting Youth Bridge. I hope to see you there. If you want to play with me, you can bid on me on both a game after the event or for the event itself. It'll be a lot of fun. Look forward to seeing you there, and let's get back to the video. We need to take a look at this double dummy line because this is literally insane, y'all. Double trump squeeze coming up for you right now. So, 10 of diamonds lead. And I think that this is the only lead that gives you the possibility for this trump squeeze. It happens, right? Sometimes we make bad leads. It's a singleton, come on. Like, seriously. Don't you want a rough? But here we go. Diamond to the jack, all right? This is insane because you have the spade loser, but you need it for the double trump squeeze, okay? Just trust me on this. So what you do is instead of trying to rough your spade loser, you keep the tension, you make it difficult. You play the ace of clubs, you just start drawing trump, all right? It's, you just start drawing trump, okay? And just you wait until we see this end position, guys. We are going to draw all the trump. You have to pitch hearts because every other card is important, okay? We're going to pitch more hearts. And now, what was that? I inferred it earlier with what I was saying. You have to finesse this 9 of diamonds. It must be done because you have to take this double finesse. In order to get to the end position, we need to do. The next bit is so unnatural. We play a spade to the ace, right? You keep this king of spades here. And this is a huge part of this trump squeeze technique is that you kind of leave this weird blockage thing going on because you need to leave yourself multiple crossroads. But let's just see. We play a diamond. We finesse to the 7 now because we're paying attention to our spot cards. You might notice that things are starting to get a little bit uncomfortable for the opponents here. This is our double trump squeeze position, okay? From here, your 2 of diamonds is a winner. You're going to pitch the 6 of hearts, and there is nothing that the opponents can do from preventing you from taking these last tricks, okay? Because each of them are guarding hearts and spades, but somehow they aren't going to be able to guard either of them. Let's just go through a few scenarios, all right? We're always starting with playing the 2 of diamonds, okay? If West pitches a spade, heart, and East pitches a spade, what happens? Oh, you play the king of spades, and that spade loser I was talking about, oh, it's not a spade loser anymore. Look at that. You are going to get this 10 of spades. All right, that's scenario number 1, okay? They're just caught in this chokehold, believe it or not. Now, let's say they both pitch hearts. We have a heart, we pitch a heart, we pitch another heart. Oh, we could just play a heart, and now our king of hearts is high. So we play a spade back to our hand, and the king of hearts wins the trick, the 13th trick, right? Okay, that's another scenario. All right, so let's say this time they decide to coordinate something, all right? We're going to play a diamond. One pitches a spade while the other pitches a heart. Great. Okay, you coordinated stuff. Oh, well, because I'm a perfect guesser, I know that you've guessed down to the queen singleton of hearts. So I could play the king of hearts. You got to play your ace over it, else I win the trick. And now your queen of hearts gets squashed. And now our jack of hearts is high. What? What? And you make 13. Your jack of hearts is your 13th trick. All right. Okay, let's go back. What if it goes the other way around? Y'all, this is crazy. 2 of diamonds. All right. This time, this heart gets pitched. Heart, pitch a spade. So, yeah, sure, the queen of hearts is guarded, but the ace of hearts isn't. You play the jack, and now, since you're a perfect guesser, they pitch down to singleton ace of hearts. You can play a spade, and now your king of hearts is high. And, like, Like, this is definitely not a normal trump squeeze. All I'm saying, okay? This position is wild. And it happened after I looked at this hand at double dummy and it says you can make 13? How can you make 13? That's how you make 13. Granted, like, if you managed to pull this off, it would only be worth one more imp, right? And if you actually were in 7, of course they would have led the ace of hearts, so who cares? But it's just such a cool play. It's just such a cool position. My mind was blown when I saw this, and I hope that your mind was blown as much as mine was, because bridge is just so cool. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this double trump squeeze as I'm proclaiming it. Probably is something else, but you know what? Just let me have it, all right? Sure, granted, okay, it's double dummy. There's a lot of guessing, but it's a thing. It's cool. Just look at it. It's flashy. It's beautiful, all right? Wow. If you did enjoy this video, please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the Bridging with Kai YouTube channel so that we can continue spreading bridge together. And yeah, here's to more double trump squeezes, and hopefully in the future with this practice and looking at this trump squeeze, analyzing it very deeply, I'm going to be able to pull off an actual trump squeeze when it might appear in the flesh. Go find a trump squeeze for yourself. Keep on bridging, everybody. Bye!